All right, welcome again to another fabulous episode of Have Fun, Make Music. Today we're going to do a demo of this Waves Clarity Vx DeReverb plugin, which I think is fantastic. I'll get a lot into it, and I'll go in depth. But first I want to demo it for you and with a real world example. So I have a recorded vocal here. This is just one single vocal, lead vocal. I'm going to let you hear the vocal without the plugin, and then I will play it again with the plugin. And especially listen to, right now, listen to the ends of the phrases, the end of the singing, when the singing stops, and you can hear the noise. You can hear the room noise, that is, in the recording, the echoing of the room in the recording. So go ahead. I want you to listen to this, and then we'll kick on the plugin, and you can see how it works.
I know there'll never be a time you'll ever feel the same. And I know it's only words. But if you change your mind, you know that I'll be here, and maybe we both can learn.
Okay, so if you were, I hope you could hear that, but if you were listening intently, you could hear the sound of the room. Especially there was a phrase there where it's just like you could totally hear the sound in the room. I'll play it again. I think this is it right here.
That I'll be here.
Right there. You heard that? Let's play it again one more time.
You know that I'll be here.
It's a lot of room noise. A lot of room noise. So now, same thing, same recording. I'm going to kick on the DeReverb I have, and then we'll go into it a bit more in depth.
I know there'll never be a time you'll ever feel the same. And I know it's only words. But if you change your mind, you know that I'll be here, and maybe we both can learn.
Okay, big difference. Big difference, okay? And to show you, we'll go a little bit more into how this thing functions. But for me, this thing is awesome. And I think it's awesome for a lot of home studio, people out there which is really, let's be honest, home studios are the norm now. Big studios are dying. And it's because we can do so much in our home studios now. It's ridiculous. And when Waves came out with this thing, I was like, man, if this thing works, it changes a whole bunch. I'm going to get into that more, but I mean, really, it's a pretty easy plugin. There's your center knob here. You can go 0 to 100. It looks cool when you go to 100 because it changes colors and does all that. But honestly, this is just basically the amount of DeReverb you want in your source. And currently, I have it at 30%. I could go all the way up to 100, but it starts to sound weird. I'll show you that in a little bit. But very easy. One knob. I think this thing here shows you white line represents the input signal. Reduction shown underneath in orange. I don't know. I don't
change your mind.
I don't pay too much attention to it. I don't know. I listen to everything. I just listen to it. And then you do have some different presets, I guess these are. I've always kept it on singing one. I don't know. That's just the first thing I did. I think if you have a podcast or you have maybe there's a voiceover or something like that. Maybe you can use dialogue. I think, I don't really know what it does. I don't really use it. I just put it on singing one, and I record. I don't pay too much attention to it. But anyway, that and then there's this presence, which it's supposed to restore presence as you go up with this DeReverb. There is a slight comb filtering effect that happens, and that's what I'm going to get to in a second. But I think it does take away some of the presence as you turn this knob up and remove the room from the source. It kind of takes away from the presence. So that's what this is, and you can dial this in. Right now I have it at 75%. Yeah, but basically, I mean, that's the plugin. I mean, it's like three things, and it just works. Okay, so like my review of this, I say overall is the plugin a substitute for acoustic treatment? And the answer is no. The plugin is not a substitute for acoustic treatment. If you can, you have the means, you have the availability, the space that you want to put it in, by all means use acoustic treatment. But if you're like me and you don't want a bunch of crap on your walls, because trust me, and I think if you're watching this channel and you're into recording and home studio and audio in general, you produce music, at one point or another, you probably had a room in your house or your apartment or whatever, and there's just like foam. It's just like foam everywhere. And it's kind of ridiculous. It gets a little ridiculous. I was the same way. I had a room in my older house, and again, it begins with some acoustic treatment, and then it helps. But it's like if you don't have an ISO booth that's completely isolated, it's like completely isolating any other reverberations in your room, and it leaves the source. You know, I don't know. I don't know where I'm getting at with this, but basically, if you don't have acoustic treatment, this is the next best thing. I'd also like to say that if you're someone that uses virtual instruments a lot, which a lot of people do now, I use virtual instruments for basically everything but the vocal. If you're someone that is in that kind of situation, I highly recommend this plugin. I highly recommend it. I put it on every single, if let me push this out the way for a second. But if you look, I mean, every vocal track, I have Clarity VX. I have the DeReverb plugin on. Every single one of them. If I have a vocal, I'm going to put this plugin on it first thing. I'm going to put it first thing, and I'm going to eliminate my room noise right off the bat. I mean, again, I'm going to show you. This is without.
You know that I'll be here.
Listen to how much, I mean, that's so much room noise.
That I'll be here.
Okay, now with.
You know that I'll be here.
I mean, drastically different, and that's 30%. I only have 30%. Now, here's what I'll say about the plugin. If you use too much, it will sound weird. It will sound weird. There's like, I guess the best way I can describe it is a comb filtering. I'll show you, for example. Let me put this up to 100. See how it sounds.
You know that I'll be here, and maybe we both can learn.
Actually, it's not that bad. But you'll find sometimes if you put this to 100, there's this weird thing that happens. It's very hard to describe, but it's like a comb filtering is the best way I can describe it. It sounds like the attack of the vocal, that transient gets like, sounds weird. It sounds robotic or something. It's crazy. So you gotta, I'd say with this thing, it really is an amazing plugin. You just have to use it. You have to find that balance of removing the room from the source and at the same time not having it sound just strange. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's a great plugin. Another thing is it's like $50. Okay. So think about this. You have an assortment of acoustic treatment that you could buy. Trust me, I've bought it. The stuff can get expensive. So I mean hundreds of dollars. You could spend thousands of dollars if you had it just depends on what kind of space you have and the acoustic treatment that you get. This stuff can get expensive. To me, if you're somebody like myself that uses virtual instruments, that there's no room sound you're going to have in those other than the room you want it to be in, because it's virtual, it's all virtual. But if you have virtual instruments you use predominantly, you don't have to worry about your room getting in those sources. So if you use virtual instruments and you need something for vocals, this is it. You need something for vocals to eliminate the room sound in your vocal. This works. Again, is it an ISO booth? No. If you have an ISO booth, congratulations, use that. It's better than this. But I say that this is the next best thing. And it's awesome. And in no way is this endorsed by Waves. I'm doing this because I like the plugin. Waves has no idea I'm doing this, and I'm not like getting paid to do this or anything. It'd be nice if I was. But that's basically it. I think this is a really important time right now for just technology and music production. I feel like, yeah, there's the AI stuff, and it's not going away. But if you love to make music, who cares? Whatever. Make your AI music. AI or people who want to make AI music. Whatever. I don't care, because I'm gonna make music anyway because I like to make music. But there's so many cool tools now. I mean, and I'm really, really excited about the future of this technology. And I mean, for so long, I remember wanting something. I had acoustic treatment everywhere, and I was just like, man, there's just got to be a better way. But there wasn't a better way, because you couldn't remove that room noise from your recordings. Like, there was nothing you could do. The room was going to be in your recordings, in your mic, in your vocal mic, or whatever, acoustic guitar. Now there's a way to remove the room noise, and I think that I'm really, really hope that they just develop this technology. It'd be great. I'd love to see maybe a Steven Slade's type product on this, because I think they do some great stuff in this type of need, this niche market of plugins. So anywho, that's my review of this. I hope this helps. If you have any comments or questions about the plugin that I didn't cover, please comment below. Also, please like and subscribe. Mean the world to me. So remember, have fun, make music. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.